Hello, this is Grown Up Trunks, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review of Power Rangers, which I'm watching on TV right now to make this review a lot more epic. Um, I'm going to tell you the things I liked and what I didn't like. So, what I liked about the movie was it had good character development, good story. I like the villains. The putties, I didn't really care too much. They're just big rock monsters. So basically, the plot is basically an origin of the Power Rangers, which starts off with Zordon being the Red Ranger. His team dies, and then Rita ends up being the original Green Ranger. And like in the show, Zordon was able to stop Rita, but at the cost of him being trapped. Instead of that tube thing, he's in a friggin' one of those metal pin things that you put your face in. Yeah, kind of like that. That was cool. The all the characters kind of are brought together by Jason does a prank, gets himself in detention, meets up with Billy Cranston, and he's like, "Look, guy, that that um, that that tracer thing that the police put on you, I could trick it, but I need you to take me somewhere." So he takes him out to, I think it's like a quarry or something where they're mining. And then all the other characters get together after Billy explodes the mountain, and then they find the power coins. And then they're on the run, they get hit by a train, and then they all wake up. It doesn't really tell you why, but my theory is they had the power coins and it either protected them or teleported them out, and they woke up. So then they meet Zordon, and Zordon's like kind of like, really, these are just kids, and Alpha's like, they're teenagers. So they try to morph, doesn't work. So they train in the pit, which the pit of death or whatever. They just call it the pit, where they have like holograms of the putties. So Alpha, I liked him. He has a bit of attitude. So does the team, and like I feel like Alpha isn't really annoying. He's kind of there to guide them and train them, and at first Zordon's like kind of like very, he doesn't like them. Like he's like, they're not doing what they're supposed to. They're not great warriors. He kind of looks down on them at first, and he wants to come back, but he decides to redeem himself and save one of the Rangers. I'm not gonna spoil too much. So Rita's plan is to steal all the gold to create Goldar. I thought it was cool, but I wasn't okay with the fact that he was just this big, ugly, scary monster. I would have liked him to be like in this show where he's a lot more. He's a lot more thinking, and he's able to plan. Maybe they might touch on that, and they did introduce the Zeo crystals, and they did mention future villains. They don't really specify that, but Rita's like, there will be others that'll come. And then at the end they tease Tommy. The one thing I really did, it's is that all the things that really bothered me about the movie was really more nitpicking, and it didn't like affect the whole movie. Just like it kind of felt like they had this damn checklist of things. We need a character who's gay. We need a character who's autistic. We need to change all the races. It was just a minor detail. I'm okay with it. It just bothered me a little bit. Like, why couldn't we get the same characters? But I do like how they have the original show they didn't really develop the characters. They're kind of like goody two shoe generic, which it's kind of a flip of a coin. I like it and I don't. So yeah, I'm weird that way. But they kind of develop more attitude and personality, and the reason why they are the way they are. And each character is it's really good. I really wish there was more Power Rangers scene and like more of the kung fu action scenes rather than fighting the monsters. I would have liked to see monsters that fought back. And I like the Zords. They were cool. The Megazord, I would have liked it more if they had the huge power sword that had like the huge energy beam where they finished him at the end. I would have liked that, but it was okay. It did feel a little transformery but I like how how they came together. They were being pushed back. You thought they were gonna die, but then the Zords fall into a pit and then they merge together. I would have liked it more if they were all in one little area controlling it, but instead they kind of made it kind of like Voltron where they're all on each parts of where they are. It's kind of weird, but it was good. If you're a fan of the Power Rangers, go check it out. You'll either like it or you won't. They did throw in the Power Rangers theme song, which I thought was cool, so definitely check it out. I liked it. I took my brothers to see it, and they liked it too, so go check it out for yourself. You might like it, you might not. Those things that bothered me a little bit might bother you a lot more. Like, I was okay with it. It didn't affect the storyline. It was just nitpicking. Like, I kind of like my characters to be the way they were, but maybe just an adjustment. But I felt like they just did it to the sake of. I feel like they're doing that nowadays to do it just for the sake of it, rather than create new characters. Which is kind of like I like the Riverdale story where they didn't just change characters. They made a new gay character. They made a new this character. There was a few things they changed, but why can't we just make new characters instead of changing characters? Well, that's my bit. You can hate, you can like it, whatever, you know. End of the day, it was a good movie, and check it out. Like, I'm just nitpicking. That's all.